Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Age Technology Screens. We're going to start working on the second 150-inch screen for our outside display, which is going to be around a 235.1 because of the height of the screen and the length of it. I should be able to get both screens under the deck with no problem whatsoever, so that should go quite well. So this is the first one that was coated. We're using our advanced ambient light projection Black Phoenix 19. We're doing the second one downstairs. See how magnificent the screen is and how black these screens are. This is what true OLED, it's like true OLED technology. Now keep in mind, Phantoms are much darker than these, 4 times darker. But as you can see how black the Phoenix is, it's a very, very dark screen. Produces amazing contrast levels, of course. Produces incredible white levels with our heightener technology, and produces amazing color with color heightening technology embedded in the screen. Can't wait to get this outside. Let's give you a look at the first one that's coated. Now we're going to do the second one in a few minutes. Now we're doing all this on a 720p projector. I'm using my Christie LW401 projector. Cost me around 260 bucks with tax, about 270. Man, cheap way to buy a projector, eh? No calibrating, still sits in the factory settings, fully lit environment, no washout, none of that stuff. Looks absolutely incredible. This is what you want when it comes to screen paint. We want a screen paint that's going to be to produce that contrast, that color, those white levels, be to do it in a fully lit environment. It's not going to wash out, not going to fade. That's what you want. And at the end of the day, you don't have to depend on an expensive projector. Like I said, basic 720p, no requirement for 1080p or 4K. All right, so we pause this right here, and I'm going downstairs to finish off the other screen. So we got it dry, it's downstairs, because it was outside previous today, doing some baking today. Yes, so yeah, just showing you I'm going to be having dinner today, doing a little baking. I'm doing this in between, so I'm doing a little baking and make some spaghetti for tonight. Maybe bake another cake. I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure. But anyway, we had it outside. The first screen was outside, and it got wet because it was in a rainstorm last night. So we're going to basically coat over that because I want both screens to have a nice even coat all the way across. And we're going to get this started. It should take no time at all. So this should be a short demonstration. All right, so we're downstairs in the workshop. There's the screen over there. We're also going to paint over there. We're going to paint the inflatable screen too also. That's going to be for a neighbor. And I got about 3 of those to do. My camera right there, so we're good to go. All right. I figured a 235.1. I'm going to have to get somebody to remove that tree stump because that is definitely going to be in the way of the screen. The 235.1 projector doesn't have a lens shift capability. Now, see, if I had a lens shift capability, I could build me a stand in the back and then put the projector up there and lens shift it in, but there's no stand at all. There's no way to do it because the projector doesn't have lens shift. All right, so let me get started on this one. Just want to brush off the screen a little bit. If this was outside, I've got a little dirt on the screen. That's basically it. All right, that's it. All right, we're going to be using our big bucket of Phoenix. Right there, it's right there. Our Phoenix technology. This is going to be much easier to paint than the other one. Too much now. That's it. I put a little bit more on it, but not much. Once that's dry, I'm going to start on the inflatable screen. That should take no time at all, because I have a demonstration doing that one too. Make sure I saturate this in real good. Going back over the screen, make sure you got everything covered. I might take me up a couple more of these. We got so much paint left over. Well, I made it quite a lot. Quite a lot. That's it. I got enough paint left over. I want to order. I might order me a 120 inch, maybe a 120 inch for some demonstrations. So that's the screen right there. That's already finished and done. Doesn't take long to paint it. As I said before, the stuff we make, the screen paint we have here is a one coat application. So, like I said, this surface right here was already painted multiple times, so it already had a base coat and already ready from the door. I just basically went and gave it a bit of a touch-up job, recoat. For the other screen we have upstairs, so this one basically didn't have to be redone. Now, the next one I'm planning to do, because I got plenty of paint left over, I want to do the inflatable screen, and definitely want to do a couple more, maybe 180 inch, because I do miss my 180 inch screen. That's a nice screen. So I want to make it so I can swap out my screens at will. We can do 250s, we can do 180 inch, do 280 inches, which would be nice to do because I haven't done that one yet. And then coming, hopefully, I should buy the screen in the winter time, but I'm not going to set up till summer, probably till spring. We're going to bring in a fixed frame screen at around 300 inches. I decided to go to 300 inch. The 200 inch is big enough, but we got some bare spaces in the corner. So I want that thing to cover that entire area. I want it to look massively huge. So we're going to go to 300 inch. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put a bracket, like a kind of a wooden bracket system around it to support the bolt system, because I'm going to have to get a masonry drill to punch through that aluminum frame, and we're going to have to drop some washers and some bolts into it so we can connect that into the existing frame that's going to be sticking out from the deck. So that way I can remove it at will, because I'm going to be to take this thing off and remove it at will if I want to. So we're going to do a 300 inch screen. I mean, from where my backyard sits for where the deck is at, we got about over 21 feet. So I should be able to nail that with no problem whatsoever. So I'm deciding what I might go with that one. That one I might do a little special. That's going to be a Phantom. I might go get me a Christie 4K. It's going to be a bit much. They're very expensive, but I think for that occasion, I'm going to go get me a Christie 4K projector for that setup right there. All right, so this is done. Well, I'm finished here. I'm done. I just want to put my lid back on, make sure everything's sealed up. We're going to do this one next, but we're not going to do this one yet until we finish this project here. So now the scraps of wood I have over there in that corner, I'm going to build a bracket system that's going to be to connect into the ground. It's going to be like imagine a, I don't know if I can explain it to you because I usually got to build these things. Imagine a T, all right, the letter T. All right, so the part here is going to be the part that's going to be buried into the earth, and this is the part that's going to be sitting up above the earth. So that way, when I basically attach the frame, we have here where we have the side pillars, which are there, and the top part, but the bottom part, there's nothing there to support the screen. So we're going to drop those large T's here, and that will give me a support area right there so I can connect the screen to. That's what we're going to design with that scraps of wood over there. And after that, we're done. Light it up. I'm going online right now. Order me about, I need quite a lot of LED lights for this thing. Some LED lights. I need some more speakers. And I want something quick I can take down and be done with it. Maybe some PA speakers. That's all we need. And that's it. I'm done. Oh, I forgot to put the fan on. I need that on. Now, as I said before, when you're painting this, two things. If you decide, I'll put a link. I hadn't had time to put the link in, but I'll put the link in where you can get it. That's a 250 right there. So that's what they look like before they're not painted. You want to basically hit the surface with any, it doesn't be primer. It can be under any color paint. You just want it to absorb the surface as much as possible. So 2 coats is the winning point for that. Put the first coat on, let it dry. Take the second coat, let it dry again. If you're not sure if it's not dry at the bottom, like I said, see the end where you see the grommets at? I don't have this part on my fan, but usually in a fan you have a little piece there to hold it up. So you take that little hole right there, put a piece of string around it, and you tie that right to the top of this, and that's going to allow air to flow under the screen, cause it to dry at the bottom and the top. And make sure you have some kind of plastic down, because if you do this in your driveway, this is going to seep through and damage your driveway. So make sure you got some plastic down there. Also, to make sure when you have the plastic down, put a brick on each corner. Because what's going to happen is the wind blows, that means that plastic is going to roll up and there's dirt underneath of it, that's going to roll right on top of your screen. Trust me, I've been there, I've done it already. So that's how I know. So we'll let that dry. So we're done with that. Both screens are finished. And hooking something comes up the stairs. And we have the final product here. This is one of them that's already done. That's one that's finished already. There, waiting to go outside. Well, we got a nice sunny day today. Look at that out there, man. I wanted to get outside and play around, but I'm not going to get around to do that yet. So now I'm going to hunt me down another 720p Christie LW401. I want 2 of those side by side. So with the screen being the height that it is and the length, not one projector is not going to fill it out. That's virtually impossible because the screen is too short. It comes off like a 235.1. So I can take one projector, do one screen, the other screen, but the ViewSonic projector I have upstairs is a 235.1 setting. That 21 feet would fit this thing perfectly. So I can do a 235.1 setup. So I'll swap back and forth between that one and the other one. I'm going to show you what that finished product looks like once coated with the Phoenix technology. Now, if you haven't seen the screen in action outside, I'll put a link below. We actually did a couple video demonstrations off the Phoenix outside. I'll put the recent one we just put up. This one, basically, I got a chance to have a little more fun outside because I wasn't being eaten alive by mosquitoes due to the fact that, you know, it's October and there's not that many out there. Next year, I'm just going to invest in some zappers. That'll take care of that little problem. Right now, it's a waste of money to buy right now. So as I said before, we're going to be building a section on our website, like a do-it-yourself, how you can utilize our screen paints for different surfaces. We'll be going over to Amazon, eBay to buy cheap screens, cheap white screens that nobody wants to purchase. And we're going to convert those into OLED-like screens. And of course, yeah, we're going to do the demonstrations against 5 or 4 of the highest certified, most expensive screens we have in the kitchen drawer. These demonstrations also will be done inside and outside. Home Depot, pretty much, that's going to be the fun part right there, because Home Depot has a lot of stuff I can turn into screens, literally. styrofoam being one of them. Right there, showing the screen's contrast levels. So the inflatable screen I'm doing downstairs after we finish this project is for a neighbor right across from me. He's the one I told you about. He used to be a caterer, so he does little parties and stuff over there. Everything's COVID safe, but they have little parties over there. And I was telling him how he has a beautiful garden, beautiful barbecue pit set up, beautiful, nice. And he was asking me about these screens I develop over here, because like I said, I don't talk much in the neighborhood about what I do for a living. So he did a nice job. He came over here. He helped me out with the grass out in front of the house, and cut a lot of that stuff down for me. So yeah, I'm actually giving him an inflatable screen, and he's also offered to pass out business cards for my company. And like I said, everybody out here got backyards. So he was just making that comment, saying, how much money you can make? Everybody out here has backyards. So he's going to basically advertise for me when he has those banquets with my screens. So that's going to be real nice. Tell me that's not a blessing. God is always blessing. People hate that. They hate to hear that. I'm sorry, people. You got to deal with it. Naysayers that don't like me, you're going to have to deal with it. My technology gets better and better. I don't even know why you're on my channel to begin with. You do know I can see my subscribers, right? So I know I keep them on there. I can remove you off my easily and block you for good, but I keep you on here because I wanted you to see exactly how good my technology is. That's why I keep you. But I can remove you if I want to. But I keep you on. I want you to see what next level technology looks like. These screens aren't being developed for indoor. They're being developed for outdoor. This screen can pick up at 550 on a 720p projector more than 21 feet back and look like a 1080p projector. Yeah. So I don't remove them. I keep them. Well, if you think this upsets you, you see the stuff. Like I said, don't worry about the stuff that you can see. Worry about the stuff you can't see. That's what you need to worry about. Hey, buddy, can you get together in here? Thank you. You're having one of your little moments. Get together in here. Yeah, but you said, yeah, Phantom is our final. To my decision, it's a final screen. Can I develop other things? Oh yeah, I can. Yes, I can. This is supposed to be a technology. It's supposed to be so dark you can't see it. Look how gorgeous the screens are. This screen is absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to get this outside. Let's see what else we got going on here. Right now, I'm working on invisible technology and hologram technology. That's the next step I'm working on. That's where my 3D projector comes in. That 3D mapping equipment comes in. Sorry I had to bring it up there, but yeah, I do have quite a few, and I know who they are on my account. I call them the naysayers on my account, but I can basically have them removed and have them blocked permanently off the channel, but I keep them on just so they can see exactly what technology actually is supposed to look like. Maybe it'll help them out when it comes time to pick out a screen. Now keep in mind, you can't buy from me. As I said before, I don't want your business. Now, I'll show you how to make a better grade screen paint. That's the best I can do for you, but you can't buy from me. Technology is so good. You got people out there that used to hate this technology, and now they're basically trying to design it. I can't get over that. Oh, yeah, I'm using that one. I'm definitely using that one. But I told you before, from day one, I was trying to explain to you that dark screens are basically the future, not gray screens. Anytime you go to one of these big companies, the most expensive screen you're going to end up paying for, it's going to be dark. It's not going to be gray. It's going to be the most expensive screen you ever paid for. And that screen will not be gray. Gunmetal screens are not gray. The gunmetal screens are supposed to be so dark that bottom line is they're passable for black screens if you look at them. But you have to put a black screen to see that the screen is actually gray. That's a gunmetal. If I can look at a screen and I can tell the difference between that being gray and black, then guess what? It's not a black screen, it's not gunmetal. And my bigger questions are, where are all the freaking tests? Are you kidding me? So people are just making products without testing them? Where are all the tests at? How come we're the only ones that have tests? So bottom line, if I can afford $5,000 for a projection screen and I ask you what's the difference between your screen and a DMP Supernova Infinity or Blade, could you tell me? There you go. Absolute superior black. Remember that. I told you something that you weren't supposed to know. What the heck is that? Well, you'll find out. It's not a screen paint, by the way. It's an actual physical screen. I have an engineer that basically is offering to basically design a few of the projects that I need to have built in design. One of them is actually a motorized screen. Ooh, okay, let's check this out. What's this right here? Germany. No. So this right here is a screen. This is the Phoenix Black done. Oh man, this is going to be interesting setting this one up. Wish they had settings in some of the PS4 games so you can actually switch your aspect ratio over to 235. Would be nice. Don't have a curve. Probably not going to have time to do the screen today because due to the fact that I still have to build the bracket system for the bottom, and I have to dig up some of that earth to drop that thing in with stones and rocks so we can get that thing supported and work well. And then after that, yeah, I want the other screen. I want to make sure I get a day in on that one to dry. That screen is saturated with a lot of paint to make sure it basically absorbs. So we'll see. If not, then we always got Monday. I'm in no rush. So as you can see, the technology is a one coat application. Also too, I'm probably going to do an outside motorized projection screen. I haven't done one of those in a while. Yeah, I'm going to do an outside motorized projection screen. So I got to call back the customer that is supposed to get the 135, because like I said, I'm getting rid of the 135 inch screen. I'm going to give him a quart of the Phantom so he can repaint that screen when he gets it. And I'm going to probably put a 120 inch tension screen with a custom frame for that particular setup over there, because I want to do motorized on that section. So motorized, the stand I'm actually designing will allow me to be able to keep the screen in place so if the wind hits it, it won't move it around. And also too, when it gets ready to bring it inside, I can basically detach it from the frame and bring it inside the house. Which I'm planning to have speakers installed in and everything else. I'm actually going to build the whole thing. I might have put a little bookcase in there too. We're not going to be showing any more demonstrations on the contract screen paint. It served its purpose. We got the ultra short throw test done, certified test done, white level test done on it. We're going to, what's we going to do? Yeah, so all those videos were sent to people who have contracts under a company. Keep in mind, as I said, can't get that product. That product is only for our contracts only. You'll be seeing about 3 more that'll pop up. That'll be strictly for them, so they can have their own form of screen paint lineup for their particular setups. And that's only done through PayPal invoice, so you have to have a contract. You can't even request that without a contract. So one of the projects we will be working on is the Phantom's invisible version of it. It's the same thing as Phantom, nothing different, but the only difference is this one is invisible. So imagine a black OLED on plexiglass that you can't see through, but you could punch an image right to the other end. That's what that Phantom is. Phantom has an invisible version of itself. Alright, I'm going to start throwing out my meat before I get ready to make my dinner for the night. Pause for a minute. And that's up here. Alright, so this is what the back of the screen looks like. So whatever you coat it with, whatever color that you coat that with, that's what it's going to be. Just to let you know. So if you do it in purple, it will look like it would be purple from the back. So make sure you get an even coat all the way across without the surface base. As you notice, you don't see any of the black paint pushing through. No. Because the reason why you do that is because you allow the screen to absorb as much paint as possible. So when it dries and you put that top layer on, you don't have to worry about having uneven spots. It's even all the way across. Yes, I wash my hands. What does this have to do with screen paint? But making the perfect muffin. Well, not muffin, cupcakes. It's Halloween tomorrow, people. I don't celebrate Halloween, but I plan to sit there and watch some Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown and chill with me and my cat. Let's get it washed up today. Yes, baking several cakes tomorrow. It's just me, but I always have friends that come over like on Saturday or whatever, and I just give them a whole cake because I'm not going to eat it. I was raised military. Bottom line is you better not leave a dish in that sink. It'll be a death to death sentence. Yeah, I grew up in the best. And bottom line is as you clean as you went. All right, so I got to get those frosted. Yeah, I'm not going to do that here. You don't want to see that. So frosting these and get these ready. Because I have a few friends that won't be popping over, but they will be popping down after Halloween, the little ones, and always make baked goods for them. Oh man, I can't wait for Christmas. I make giant, what do you call the gingerbread men? I had to go out and I had to order the cookie cutters for them. They're going to be huge.
The problem of living paycheck to paycheck is simply stress. When you shoot.
So I think I'm going to do something pretty cool this year. I'm probably going to do a gingerbread house, maybe gingerbread castle. I haven't done a gingerbread castle in a while. Gingerbread castle, and we're going to do, I might do an outdoor theater system set up, all out of gingerbread. Of course, the screen's going to be black. Just come out here real quick. Because after this, I have to already make my food. Ooh, I like this demonstration. It's real colorful. Imagine what these screens are going to look like when I have them showcased in my storefront. Now mind you, the storefront we're designed to have is not designed for, it's designed for display, that's all. So this technology will be on display. Even from the glass windows will be sprayed with invisible technology. So people can come and see the stuff on display and get information on it. They can go to a kiosk unit and they can basically type in what kind of screen they want. And like I said, we design it from there and we ship it out. I gotta do a pre-record of this. I want to do a close-up on a pre-record. What else we got on this bad boy? I've seen this one. Or have I? I have. I hate it when they change the thumbnails because I've been there and done already. Yep, been there and done already. Next. There was something I haven't seen yet. Let's see what else we got on here. Been there, done that, but I'm gonna see this part right here, the food. This is why I keep telling you, black technology is the future. It is. And gray screen products are obsolete. This is the way you want to go. That's why I said at the end of the day, you look at your cell phones, you look at your monitors, whatever you have in your house. At the end of the day, those screens aren't gray, they're black. When it comes to technology, you got two choices. You roll with it or you get crushed by it. people that are developing gray screens will have no choice to convert to black technology. It's more superior. Been there, done that one already. I'm gonna let this one play as I wash up the rest of my dishes. Hey, Taco. With me. Don't even think about it. Come on the table, touch my cupcake, you're gonna have to follow. Leave it alone. Don't need to touch it, don't even near it. Right over here, so I'm sure you're temptation. I'm definitely getting on this today. Taco, keep it out of trouble.
Crisis can happen unexpectedly to anyone. And though it may seem like a small barrier, a simple lock puts space between the thought and the trigger. Learn how securing your guns can help prevent suicide.
What's up, guys? This is Will Witt with PragerU outside of the CNN building here in Los Angeles.
Not today. All right, let's just do this one for now. Here's the one I gotta do something on this quick. Let me see. Let me go over to. And let's pull this one from here. Let's go to any one of these, starting off with this one. All right, I got to finish it up here. I don't want to go past my time here. This is one of the ones that's finished. We got the one downstairs in the basement. We don't need to bring that up when that's finished and done because this one's the same thing as the other one. I got to get ready to start building the bracket system for that. And then once that's done, probably later on in the day, we'll start digging up areas in the ground next to the screen where we'll place those at and get those ready for the next stage. Then once we're done with the back-to-back 250, when that's finished, we'll do some demonstrations off of it, and then we'll start on the inflatable screen after that. So yeah, I'm gonna make myself some dinner, and that's basically about it. I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Like I said, we're gonna be doing a lot of crazy stuff. We're gonna be going over to Home Depot and just picking up random stuff to turn into OLED screens. We're gonna be going over, actually I wanna do a cardboard projection screen so bad. But you need a special kind of cardboard for that. A special kind of cardboard. It's not going to wilter or buckle or nothing like that. It's a special kind of cardboard we need for that. But we're going to do some cardboard screens. And we're going to be going over to Amazon and just picking up just everyday okie dokie screens that pretty much nobody will buy. And we're going to turn those into high performance screens. All right, and just show you how to do it. Some other products I'm going to show you how to do sliding screens that slide back and forth, contractible screens, and there's also a screen that you can actually fold in half that I designed for myself, but it involves spandex. But like I said, we'll get to that later on. Acoustic spandex, I'm going to show you how to take a foldable screen to fold it in half and actually open it up to save more room in your workplace, or basically if you have it out on your patio, how you can take it down and put it away somewhere. All right, well, that's basically about it. Thank you so much. God bless. Got to go. And of course, we almost forgot. We thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with wonderful technology. All right, gotta go.